Hello and welcome back. Higher Maths, Polynomials and Quadratics, looking at synthetic division. So just a few more examples here. So show that x equals -5 is a root of 2x cubed plus 7x squared minus 9x plus 30 equals 0, and hence fully factorize the cubic. So again, we're going to do synthetic division to do this. So 2, 7, -9 and 30 go along the top row of our table. X equals -5 is a root, so we'll put -5 at the front. Remember, if it gives a factor, which it doesn't in this question, but if it gives a factor, say it says if x plus 1 is a factor, then we need to solve x plus 1 equals 0 to get the root. But in this case, we do just have the root straight away, so -5. So apply synthetic division. So number down, multiply by the front, add these two together, -3 multiplied by the front is 15, -9 plus 15 is 6, multiplied by -5 is -30, 30 plus -30 is 0. So the remainder is 0, so f of -5 equals 0. So x equals -5 is a root, as we're asked to show, and x plus 5 is a factor. So that's handy knowing x plus 5 is a factor, remember guys, because x plus 5 multiplied by what we can get from these three numbers, so that'll be 6, then counting up minus 3x, then up to the next power of x, 2x squared. So 2x squared minus 3x plus 6 multiplied by x plus 5 takes us back to the original there. Okay, so that is why we do synthetic division, because we are factorizing a cubic each time. So we can have a look at this one. We can try and factorize it, which I have done. I've tried to do it. So we'll try 1, 6, 2, and 3 with a combination of positives or negatives. But it doesn't look as though it'll factorize. So what we need to do is to show that it won't factorize. And to do that, we show that there's no roots, because if there's no factors, there will be no roots. So we must state that b squared minus 4ac, so substituting the values for a, b, and c, is -39. So as b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, therefore there are no real roots, and 2x squared minus 3x plus 6 will not factorize any further. Okay, so the majority of the time you will get something here that you can factorize further. However, sometimes you get something that won't, and if that is the case, you must show that it will not factorize further, and that is the way to show that. Right, using synthetic division to factorize, which is what we've been doing. So just a couple more examples. So here we're not given the root or the factors, but we do know that the numbers multiplied together at the end, let's just come up here again. So here 5 multiplied by 6 gives me that 30. 7 multiplied by -3 multiplied by -4 gives me that 84 from the question. Okay, so if I'm fully factorizing this, I need to be looking at the factors of -15. So I'm looking at plus or minus 1, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 5, plus or minus 15. I'm just going to try the positive ones first. So I'm just going to do synthetic division. I get a remainder of -36. So x equals 1 is not a root. Okay, so then I'm going to try 3. Remember, there's no need to try 2. Because if we had 2 at the end of one of the brackets, then we wouldn't be getting 15 here, we'd be getting an even number. So try 3, go through the process of synthetic division, which hopefully you guys are becoming familiar with now. And we find f of 3 equals 0, so we've got a remainder of 0, so x equals 3 is a root, and x minus 3 is a factor. Remember, these three numbers here give us 2x squared plus 11x plus 5. So we're looking to factorize that further if possible. So 2x squared, we've got 5 at the end. So it's either going to be 1 and 5 or 5 and 1. Because I've got an 11, I'm thinking, well, if I do 2 5s, that gets me 10. So I'm just going to try the 5 here first of all. So 2x multiplied by 5, 1 multiplied by x. So 10x add 1x. So if I do FOIL, I do get to that. So that is that fully factorized. So x minus 3, 2x plus 1, x plus 5.